Hello, my name is Kimberly Hilton, and today I'm going to be filling this tiny little wooden palette with watercolor paint. I'm using Hansa Yellow Medium, a Mont Amita Natural Sienna, Manganese Blue Hue, Ultramarine Blue, Quinacridone Rose, Permanent Alizarin Crimson, Burnt Sienna, and Phthalo Green. I had a tough time settling on what colors to put in this palette, but I wanted these to be non-toxic colors, so with the widest range of mixability that I could get with 8 colors. So hopefully this works for me. If not, I will play around and change them out later as I use them up. But the first one I'm going to do is the Hansa Yellow Medium, and we'll see how we're going to get this in this little well. I was thinking this bobby pin may work, and I think that's going to work just fine. And now I'm going to do this, it's a natural sienna color. This is going to be my warm yellow. The smaller tubes are easier because the opening is smaller. So I think that's going to be good for that one. I have a little bit of a paper towel to wipe the paint. And now I'm going to do the rose color. This paint is starting to get old on me. It's almost dried up, so I need to use it before it dries up. So I'm just stirring it in there to make sure it goes all the way to the bottom. And surprisingly, these little holes hold a fair amount of paint. I'm just going to put a little extra on top. I'm thinking that if I fill them just a little bit above the top, that by the time the paint dries and settles, that it will be level. Anyway, I'm hoping, and if not, it won't take much to use it. And now it's time for the Permanent Alizarin Crimson. See, the bigger ones are just a little bit too, the opening's a little bit wider than that, so it's a little messier. So I'm just going to kind of scoop a blob out and put it in there. Maybe I didn't need the rose and the alizarin crimson, but I really like both of these colors. And if I need a warm red, I can just warm it up with the yellow. I don't use a lot of warm red. And now I'm going to put the ultramarine blue on this side. That one was came in like a blob. Better stir it up a little bit. This is the manganese blue hue. It's kind of like a cerulean blue, but it doesn't have, it's made with the phthalo blue, and it's non-toxic, so I like that. And it's a little easier to work with than a regular phthalo blue, because I don't know how is it different, but it seems to be a lighter version, and it is made with the PB 15 pigment, but I don't know what they do to it to make it lighter, but it's lighter and easier, less staining than a regular phthalo blue. So I use that color a lot in the skies. And then I guess the next color should be the phthalo green, and then I'll do the burnt sienna. I had a hard time deciding whether I wanted to do the phthalo green or a premix like sap green. But the phthalo green, you cannot or should not, I mean, unless you want to, you can do anything you want. But it's a very unnatural looking green on its own. But it's a very good mixing green, so you can mix it with your yellows or your siennas to get realistic greens, and you can also get some pretty teal colors, turquoise or teal colors, while mixing it with your blues. So it's a very versatile color, and I'm almost out of burnt sienna. It's a very well used color, so I may have to squeeze on it a little bit, and this one might be a little bit messy, but I'm gonna wipe some of that phthalo off the side there. I'm gonna clean this palette up once the paint's dry a little. Let's see, I always end up getting paint on me. That's why I like using non-toxic paint as much as I can. I have a few colors that have a proposition warning on it, and I don't feel the most comfortable getting those on my fingers. So, see, if you don't want this to happen, you can have gloves, or baby wipes are great. I have those nearby, and that helps when you can't get to the sink. And if I was using cobalt or cadmium colors, I would be more concerned about washing right away, but this will work until I'm done filming the video, of course. Then I'll go wash my hands properly. So for my outdoor palettes, if you do get paint on your hands and it's you know, one of those toxic colors, it might not be good. So if you don't have access to you know, to be able to wash your hands, then you might want to use just the paints that have that are known to be non-toxic, like whenever they have this symbol here, this AP sign, they're generally safe paints to use and non-toxic. So that is all I can really do right now for this paint. Once it dries, I'll take a Q-tip and just kind of clean up the edges, but right now, where the paints are so small and so close together, I'm afraid it will just make a bigger mess, so I'm just gonna wait. So that's the end of this little video. I hope this gave you some ideas for what colors to choose in your palette. You could always switch out the manganese blue for a phthalo blue. And it's good to have a warm and a cool of each of the primaries. But I just went with this natural yellow for my warm, so because I really like, I think the Hansa yellow is a good mid-tone yellow. That's a good mixing color. So I think this is all I need. So I'm eager to take it out and paint with it. So I gotta let this dry for now, but I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.